Assalamu alaikum, Sayyid Abdullah. I wanted to share this with you, and you may hear me say this quite often. I always supplicate the dua. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. I always ask Allah Azza wa Jal to give the goodness in this world and the goodness in the hereafter. This dua really encapsulates perfectly exactly what I want to say. And what I want to say is I sincerely want the goodness of what this world has to offer, and that everyone attain that goodness, not just for myself, but for everyone. And I want them to have the goodness in the hereafter. What's important to understand from this dua, from what I perceive, is that this world is a fair justice, a balanced world that you can see both the akhirah of heaven and Jahannam. And what I mean by that is there is beauty in this world, like Jannah. You see also the unfortunate realities that you will perceive of Jahannam. So, for example, as of this recording in 2024, there is huge atrocities that is happening all over the world, specifically in Palestine. And it is always mind-boggling for me that these criminals who cause so much corruption and injustices and destruction on innocent people, right? If it was for them, they would, with their sadistic, disgusting behavior, allow these criminal activities to happen over and over and over to these innocent people. But there's a limit to them and their atrocities. But with Allah Azza wa Jal and the afterlife for Jahannam, there will not be a limit. For example, once they are burnt to the crisp, where they can no longer feel the pain, Allah Azza wa Jal will then replenish their skins so that they can taste the painful punishment that they deserve. This is very important to understand, because they are going to feel that pain for eternity if Allah Azza wa Jal wills it. So I remind myself, because this world is that balance between what you're going to perceive of heaven and hell, not to do injustices, because I do not want to be amongst those losers who will face Jahannam. But I also look at the beauty of this world. And this world encapsulates just a fraction of what that beauty can look like. I give the example as we have reclining sofas and couches. And alhamdulillah, how comfortable life that we live. And I just imagine like the type of furniture that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his companions lived, or even hundreds and if not thousands of years before them. And it would be mind-boggling for them to know the type of furniture that we have. We have the furniture that vibrate and massage, and they have the ability to recline on a touch of a button, right? That is just imaginable things for people in the past. And imagine if Allah Azza wa Jal allows the world to live for another hundreds and thousands of years, what technological advances we can have then. But this is just a worldly affair. If it's compared to Allah Azza wa Jal, is nothing, a pin drop, right? Just the comforts that you can imagine to have in Jannah. So when Allah Azza wa Jal describes cushions and couches and sofas and carpets, all of these beautiful things that is described in the Quran, right? And we take these types of examples in our own daily lives, it is not comparable. It's just going to be amazing. And I take that, because I take that to be just humbling. So I look at these two extremes of Jahannam and Jannah, right, on this earth. This is just a pin drop, nothing to what Allah Azza wa Jal would have in store for us. So this is why when I make that dua, right? I'm not making that dua for people that, I want to be successful for the financial gains. No. I make the dua sincerely. I want them to understand that make these connections on this earth to have the success of this earth. Be grateful to Allah Azza wa Jal. Do righteous good deeds so that these things can translate on the day of judgment, and that we do not end up like the losers. So, inshallah, I sincerely hope the best for you in your life, my son. And I will also continuously make dua for you. And this dua will always be for you. رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيَا حَسَنَةً وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ حَسَنَةً وَقِنَا عَذَابَ النَّارِ. Inshallah, you will also attain the goodness in this world and the goodness in the hereafter. And may Allah Azza wa Jal protect you from the doom of the hellfire. Ameen. Assalamu alaikum.